Top of the morning, my Cadillacers. Top of the morning, Ken folk. It's the Cadillac Talk Morning Show. I am your host, Macaroni, Big Tony Jones in the building. Salute to everybody watching this morning, wherever you are in the world. I send you nothing but love, blessings, prayer. I hope your family's good, your health is straight, and your finances even better. And if it's your first time checking in with us good folks, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from, because we worldwide, and it's nothing but love, y'all. Straight to the heart, one time, all the time. You know what I'm talking about? It's Monday morning, you know what I'm saying? And we doing things a little different this week, but it's all good, you know what I'm talking about? As long as we getting on the line. Hey, yo! Salute to my player partner, my partner player, Jaloso Nation in the building. Salute to you, partner, for tuning in this morning. Shout out to everybody in the MIA. You know what I'm talking about? We're doing things a little different this morning, and I mean, we're going to get into some deep dive conversations. All right? I'm going to try not to react more, so I'm going to give my opinion. You know what I'm talking about? And then the chat open for us to bust it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be tapping in and out the chat. You know what I'm saying? Letting some of the segment play. Talk my opinion, then chat back in on the chat. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all got a chance, go ahead and follow Jaloso Nation on YouTube. Inside of Insiders, music industry, sports industry, the insiders of insiders. You know what I'm talking about? And so, yo, Kevin Hart got himself in a situation. A little pickle. You know what I'm saying? 100% of the poll says he crossed the line. Now, they're looking to boycott him. They're looking for an apology. All of the above. So without further ado, I don't want to keep y'all too long. Let's get down to the smoke.
Of George Floyd. It is unacceptable and it is unconscionable. Some of you over the weekend watched the Kevin Hart roast on Netflix where a comedian, Tony Hinchcliffe, that was a joke.
My mind needs to catch up, hold on.
Okay, Tony Hinchcliffe made a grotesque joke saying that George Floyd is looking up at us, laughing, and he can't breathe. When I saw the clip online, it made me sick to my stomach. And I was glad that I had not watched the full Netflix special and helped get their streams up, because here they are making fun of a black life that was taken too soon. George Floyd was a member of our community. He was a father, he was an uncle, and he was a man who should still be alive. Had the Minneapolis Police Department respected his black body, he would have still been alive. So to have this comedian who has a history and a track record of making racist jokes feel comfortable in front of that Netflix audience, which included black comedians and black audience members, is unconscionable. And so we are here to declare today that there needs to be accountability for Kevin Hart's Netflix roast, that this is not a joke, it is not a laughing matter. We as a people are not a joke. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, who helped to build this country, who endured hundreds of years of enslavement, brutality, sexual assault, having our families ripped apart, our children taken away, forced to work in fields, and being treated as if we were less than 3/5 of a human. So that's the context in which we are here today. So we are expecting this comedian to issue an apology to the family of George Floyd and to all victims of police violence. Again, it is not a laughing matter. People in this country are brutally killed every day at the hands of law enforcement. We are also expecting Kevin Hart to step up and speak up. He has enjoyed an immense amount of support from black people coming to his shows, spending our money, patronizing him, supporting his movies, and yet he has been silent in the aftermath of this assault against George Floyd's legacy and his family and our community. We are expecting Kevin Hart to step up to the plate and to speak out and to proclaim that there are certain lines that you do not cross even as a comedian.
It was so...
Okay, the First Lady has spoke her piece. Before I say my piece, let me see what's going on in the chat. All right, Jalosa says, yes, it was so disrespectful how they did the roasting. They should be ashamed of themselves. My humblest of opinions, I agree with that. I feel as if the black culture, though, really has to take heed to how we represent ourselves. Because we're allowed, because Kevin Hart, Netflix, they allowed this type of comedy to be perpetuated on us, right? Okay, they're disrespecting black people, they're disrespecting Kevin, they're disrespecting the black sisters in there, they're disrespecting the dead. On the strength of the fact that we allow them to do that, I think that a lot of these black comedians, black entertainers, really don't want to stand for the cause. It's not like back in the 70s and the 60s where, you know, Malcolm X would stand for the cause. Martin Luther King would stand for the cause. These ain't freedom fighters in the 2026. These brothers are just trying to get their money at whatever expense, as long as they don't care. See, Kevin Hart allowed them to disrespect him in the utmost ways of disrespect, but he don't care because he's getting his money. As long as the Netflix series is booming, he's getting paid, he doesn't care. It'll be roasting. My only thing I gotta say in this aspect is too much times black people, or just our people in general, we march, we Black Lives Matter, we're turning around with frauding people. We start off with a good cause, but we don't follow through. We need more people at the higher levels to follow through, because there's only so much these groups can do. By standing here protesting, you can protest all you want, but if you don't got the right channels and the right people there, it ain't gonna go too far. You get what I'm saying? I don't agree with it at all, but there's gotta be things that gotta be put in place because I don't think Kevin Hart's gonna apologize. I mean, let me know what y'all think. Jaloso, anybody else on the chat, let me know. Do y'all really think he's gonna apologize for this shit?
necessary that we come here, right? We call Minneapolis and Minnesota ground zero. And what we do is we put in work. And we put in work against what ultimately is white supremacy.
Listen.
And what we saw in this Netflix special honoring Kevin Hart was a white man, Tom, whoever, came onto a black man's platform to insult him. And Kevin Hart accepted it. I don't know if he was drunk. I don't know if he was high. But I would hope to think that a sober black man who showed up and came here following the murder of George Floyd would have more conscience than to allow that and to allow it to be continued to be aired. This is what happens because America has continued to coddle white supremacy and have an anti-black and anti-brown policy.
That's right.
This man, Tom, how do you say his name?
Hinchcliffe.
Hinchcliffe also insulted the Latino community. And that was also part of a Netflix special, I believe, but he was at a Trump event, and it was horrific. And now, I don't understand why he was on that same platform. I understand that Kevin Hart produced this program. Why would you invite someone who makes racist and offensive statements onto your program?
I want to add in there, she just said that Kevin Hart produced this program. You knew the jokes that was going to be told before it was told. You knew exactly what was going to happen before it happened, and you allowed it to happen. It goes to what the comment says here, right? We need our Dr. Kings and Martin and Malcolm X and our main leaders to step up because a lot of black actors have sold their souls to be real. I'm going to be real. A lot of these comedians, actors, actresses, ball players, they don't want the smoke. They don't want the political smoke. They don't want the activist smoke. They want to get their money and stay out the way. Kevin Hart didn't care about what was being said and how it was being said and who it would offend because he was going to make his money. That is the problem that we're going to have as a community. So when we say white supremacy, yeah, there might be a white supremacy. There might well be. But if we allow it to happen, we more of the corporates than they are. My personal opinion. Like, I know if I'm having a special and I'm producing it and I'm reading over this stuff, it's not going to happen. But unless you got a backbone, a real backbone, you're gonna let anything slide for the dollar. And that's what we are today as a culture. George Floyd lost his life. Black Lives Matter turned around and was scamming people. Is that the white supremacy or is that us? We need more people that's gonna really stand up for the blacks, Latinas, you know what I'm saying? I've been multicultural. You get what I'm saying? Who's really gonna stand up for the Browns? Stand up and make a difference. That's what we gotta be at. Standing here and talking all this good talk ain't gonna help nothing. I highly doubt Netflix even gives a fuck.
That's not how we move forward as a people. We can't embrace white supremacy and call ourselves one of the people and standing with the people. It's one or the other. So if you're here standing with the family, stand with the family, stand with your people. But if you want to just move forward and stand with white supremacy, and you want to stand with white nationalism, you want to stand with the man who gave a speech or with his jokes and at the end said, God bless all of you and God bless America, that is the same reason we went into the city's church protest, because white supremacists have continued to demonize black people in the name of Jesus, in the name of Christianity, in the name of their God. And it's not acceptable. So it's white privilege that allows these individuals such as Tom Hinchcliffe, to walk onto a platform where we're honoring a black man and insult George Floyd. But not only did he say that, he also insulted black people when he said it doesn't matter how much money and he said ninja. It's like he wanted to say the N-word, makes, right?
Before she continues, I want to add in there. He ended off his joke or his buffoonery of black people, the Heathcliff brother, whatever his name is, with God bless America. Which God are we talking about? Because if we're talking about Christianity and Jesus, I know Jesus wasn't moving like that though. But then they say, oh, America is built on Christian values. What values are we talking about? Values where we can just pick off people, police can kill black people whenever they feel like. Values when we don't respect other people's cultures. Values when our women are dressing around half naked and we say this is cool. What values is we really talking about? What values are we really standing by? This is why I question when we say America's a Christian state. So they're allowed to say these things as Christians? and then put it on God. I think that's blasphemy at its finest right there. You know what I'm saying? What we say, everything is said before the show, or movie, or comedy special. Yeah, exactly. It's even done rather they follow the script or they get dismissed. Exactly like we spoken on, right? These shows, you can't get on the program without the program knowing what the hell is going on. Now you get out our script like it says here, you gonna get dismissed. So Kevin Hart knew every single joke that was going to happen, when it was going to happen verbatim. And still, it did not do nothing to his conscience. It didn't make his heart think, you know what, this ain't right. You know what, we can't be dissing these sisters like that. Kevin Hart kind of proved what Cat Williams said about him. You know what I'm saying? To me, you're nothing but Uncle Tom in that sense. You're going to do whatever they tell you and you dance because you want the money. But it also showed the state of where we are as a nation when it comes to our celebrities. These are not our heroes, like Nas said. These cannot be our heroes. Our children should not be looking up and aspiring to be like these people who don't stand on nothing. If money is the only thing you care about, and you will make sure, and you don't care if your own people get destroyed in the process, you can't be our heroes. We need more people that's going to stand up for the culture, the real culture. Not this make-believe stuff they're trying to put and tell us is our culture.
Still act like an N. And he was talking about Kevin Hart and black people. So if he wants to talk about how much people have and how they behave, he should look at the Epstein files and the rich white men in the Epstein files. Right? Don't talk about black people having money still acting like ninjas. Go into that Epstein file and call out the man that you worship as your God, Donald Trump, since he's a mega supporter. Let's get back to that. Stop demonizing black men and black people, and let's hold the real perpetrators accountable. That's this administration. That's the people in the Epstein file. It's not the righteous 39 protesters, and it's not your everyday people like you and me who suffer the harshest consequences for the smallest crimes or the smallest actions, while you have people like Donald Trump, a 34 times felon, in office.
Yeah. Donald Trump, she said, is a 34-time felon, and he's still in office. I ain't got nothing to say about that. That's not here nor say none of my business. But I know for goddamn sure, if Obama was a 34-time felon, I'd have died. He would have been in office. I want to say here, look what happened to Cat Williams for exposing the elite of the industry. Cat Williams said a piece. He said a lot of things. Boy, it didn't end up too well. Cat's just now rebounding, getting himself out there doing, podcasts with other people as guests, coming up people's podcasts. But they shut him down in terms of him getting work for a while. They shut him down. But the truth has to be spoken. The brother said, when you give black folks some money, they act like ninjas. But what about them white folks in the Epstein files? Them rich, elite, 9 times out of 10, they were white folks. And I'm not disrespecting no white folks. I ain't got no problem with nobody. But if we gonna talk that talk, you got to put the mirror to your face and see what your side look like. You get what I'm saying? But in my humblest opinions, I don't blame the white guy. I don't blame Netflix. I blame Kevin Hart if he produced it. He allowed this to happen on his name. What kind of show is it that we have where I'm not gonna sit on a show and let people disrespect me and my culture and disrespect our sisters? But let's be honest now. Look at our music. Look at our culture. Rappers disrespect females all day long, and it's in the name of music. Sisters call each other the B word in the name of culture. I think we got to put the mirror to ourselves sometimes and ask ourselves, when did this change? Because in the 90s, it wasn't like it. In the 80s, it wasn't like that. In the 70s, it wasn't like that. There was a little bit of level of respect. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't understand, man. That shit fucked up, man. So we got a comment here that says, I did my research and there's 78% of government officials that have been hit with predatory charges and walk out free. Let me tell y'all. I wouldn't be surprised because look at everything that we see in them files, the Epstein files, that they had to redact all kind of stuff. And I'm not sitting here to cry no conspiracy theory. I'm not doing that. But they will get off scotch-free for some things. Scotch-free. Thrown under the rug. Thrown right under the rug. I don't watch certain things on TV when I'm like, yo, certain people of high standard are being caught and brought into allegations where it's horrific things that they're doing. Predatory things that they're doing. So that's 78%. Although it might seem high, it could probably be even higher. I'm going to be honest. That 78%, hey, it could probably be even higher for all we know. For all we know. As a culture, we got to do better, man. As a culture, we have got to do better with defending our own. Because if we don't defend our own, the white folks gonna have a field day. Whoever else is gonna have a field day. We gotta step up. We gotta hold our heroes accountable, man. Now moving right along with the next segment of the day. Now hear me out. Now hold on. Somebody bust up the poll for a second. God damn, hold on. Who busted up the poll this morning, man? I just noticed that. Hold on a second, man. Somebody just said no. It's just comedy. Woo! All right. Okay. Well, I would hope you step up into the conversation so we can pick your brain a little bit and see where you got that from. Because you see. Y'all low side, we're having this conversation. That's why I like the poll, because people are allowed to have their opinion. Comedy is comedy, yes. But it's like if me and my partner is chilling, right? And I disrespect my partner, and I say something disrespectful, and I'm like, hey, I'm just joking. No. There's truth to what I'm saying. I'm spinning it off in a joke. So when they say it's just comedy, I think it's a way for them to get off what they really feel. And then spin it off like it's comedy. My personal opinion. But some folks are going to say it's comedy. I think they cross. I'm going to agree with the cats that say they crossed the line, but I got to be straight up and down like 6 o'clock. Ain't 6 1, ain't 5:59, so I can't pick a side. You know what I'm saying? But I can say the culture has to stand up for itself. Otherwise, the people that say it's just comedy, it's going to say it's just comedy. The culture got to stand up for itself. So now I'm moving right along, but I thank you for whoever busted the poll this morning. God bless your soul on a Monday morning. I'm talking about, what's his name? Adrien Broner. Now I want y'all to watch the situation. I got my own opinions about this now. So I'm going to let it play a little bit, and I'm going to stop it, and we'll have this conversation. All right? All right. Let's go.
No, remember that.
All right. Bring it
All right, let me take a break, bro.
Stop! I want you to stop for a second. Do you see where this brother's hands are? All touchy on the girl now, right? Okay. There's more space on the couch. I don't know why she, you know what I'm saying? Now, she moved off to the side like like maybe she doesn't want to be touched. But she's not moving the hand off. She's not complaining. I feel the cameras wasn't there, it'd be a different scenario. I'm going somewhere with this because everybody want to blame Adrien. Yeah, he's drunk. Yeah, I get it. But if you want to behave like a streetwalker, you want to, okay. Hold on. Good morning, Phil James, my partner player. Salute to you this morning. God bless your soul wherever you are in the world. I say number love, blessings, prayer. I hope your family's good, your health is straight, and your finances even better, my man. Let me see what we got going on. What we say? God bless. If you allow, If you allow word to affect you to the point you lose control, then you lose. I busted a poll. Oh, he's got a point. No, Philip James got a point. Got a point. He's got a point. I'm gonna say why he got a point. Because I always tell my children that. I tell my children all the time. Words are just words. Don't make somebody else's words dictate how you're gonna operate. I always tell my children that. So I'm glad you busted the poll this morning for us to see the other side of the coin. Because at the end of the day, words are words. Now, how you take those words, totally up to you. But if you make words control and dictate how you operate, man, you're gonna have a stressful life. And that's why I wanted to. That's why I like to have the open chat, because people show both sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? Phil James, you got a point there. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I can't even lie. And that's why they call it roasting. But that's why, personally, my personal opinion, right? If certain things was said in the name of comedy, it's not gonna change. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna change. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't even know what the joke was. All right, well, the joke was about George Floyd and a bunch of other black people. Kevin Hart got made fun of. The joke about George Floyd was he is looking up at us, laughing, and he can't even breathe. So essentially, he's in hell, and you're making fun of the fact that he died. All right, and a bunch of other stuff that happened in the comedy show. But now, I watch a lot of comedy. They make fun of all races. Sometimes they make fun of Latinos. Sometimes they make fun of black folks. Sometimes they make fun of white folks. Every comedian has their way of making jokes. Maybe the George Floyd didn't like it because it's a sensitive topic. I get it. But we got to look at the flip side. Comedy is comedy is comedy. You know what I'm saying? Comedy is comedy is comedy. I will definitely give you that, Phil James. Comedy is comedy is comedy. I will give you that. You know what I'm saying? What we say? Yes. This is what I like to hear. This is why I like the morning conversation. Yes. I can't. Listen, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all. I'm straight up and down like 6 o'clock. Ain't 6:01, ain't 5:09. I'm not here to pick a side. I'm here to neutralize and have a conversation now. What we say, Jaloso? Yes, but when you make jokes of people that have been killed, fair enough, yes. By the police, it's not a joke no more. It's disrespectful, and it's a disgrace at the same time. I believe it's untasteful. Bad timing, yes. Yes, I can agree with that. I believe it's untasteful, bad timing. Well, now I'm going to go back to what I had said earlier. As a culture, though, why they have a leg to stand on is we don't protect our own. Right? Like we are people who's in the forefront. It's not sitting there going to bat for the legacy of these people, going to bat for the respect of the culture. So in that scenario, it is disrespectful. I feel like the joke was distasteful. But the other side's gonna say, well, Kevin let it happen, which is wrong. I don't agree with what Kevin did. I think Kevin should have had a little bit more of a common sense as a black man to know, okay, listen, bro, some of these jokes are offensive and it might not come off right if a white brother's saying it, my opinion. But, how can y'all even say the but in there? They're going to spin it where a joke is a joke is a joke. That's the unfortunate side of the situation. They're going to spin it like a joke is a joke. And if you let words, like Phil James said, if you let words dictate how you move, you're always going to be hurt. But hurt, for lack of better words. You see what I'm saying? But I do believe that deep down in my heart, I feel like if they wanted to make jokes, there's certain jokes they could have went around without having to stir up the pot a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm moving right along, but that was a very great segment because I see both sides of the argument. I do those things, though, you know what I'm saying? Some of the jokes that was said, Like the one joke was, okay, let me go back for a second. The one joke where the brother said her husband died, committed suicide. And the brother stood there and said, hey, I've been sitting next to you for the last 5 minutes. I don't know how he lasted 4 years. I was like, damn. I don't know if that's a joke or if that's a you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a joke or if that's a goddamn. I'm like that's kind of insensitive. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what we say? Okay, whoa. Let's go. Hold on, let's go. I like this. Hold on. What we say? Okay, hold on. Jaloso said, I do agree, Philip James, but it depends on how the jokes they say. Yeah, say now a joke of people getting killed by police brutality. Now that's not right. Okay, and then what we say? As kids today, who Rodney King was, I bet less and less people know. Yo! You know, all right, man. All right, okay, hold on. What we got here? We got a new person pop up. Wall Street Willie. All right, what we say? Don't come to my funeral for clout. I know where you're going with this. And then let your white friends make fun of my deletion. Sell out. All right. Ooh, it's conversation's getting thick. Because you gotta remember, guys, when George Floyd died, when he passed away, tragically how it happened, the man, Kevin Hart, had a lot of things to say. He had a lot of things to say. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't expect that years later, he would allow something like this to happen. I highly doubt it. Now, what Phil James said, ask kids today if they know who Rodney King was. I highly doubt any of these kids know who Rodney King was. So essentially, what you're trying to say, it's gonna blow over. George Floyd's gonna blow over, and it might be somebody else. God forbid. I hope not. You get what I'm saying? But I do agree with what Wall Street Willie's saying. And shout out to Wall Street Willie Road Report, man. Shout out to wherever you are on the road. We say nothing but love, partner. You can't be on one side of the fence when it happens and then jump to the other side of the fence years later. We will call that a sellout. I can agree with that. You get what I'm saying? I can agree with that. I honestly see both sides of this argument, man. And I truthfully believe that they didn't think this backlash was gonna happen like that. I think in their minds this was just comedy. I don't think, but Kevin should have known a little bit that, you know what, this might be a little touchy. You know what I'm saying? And when we talk about the Rodney King, I think even in the 90s, let's go back to the 90s for a second. I don't know if a comedian would have been able to come on stage and disrespect Rodney King. I don't know. It would have been a tough one. But comedy is comedy. I will say that. But just sometimes you got to be mindful of what you say as a comedian. And not all comedians are going to get passes. That's where I think we're going to go with this. Because I remember watching 50 Cent one time saying, hey, man, comedians get a pass for everything. Not everything can be related to comedy. But at the same time, we got to understand that, hey, you can't be easily offended. You know what I'm saying? I would never disrespect anyone's death. Facts, okay, facts. But I also want to be, won't be offended by someone else's words about anything unless it is threatening. Two sides of the coin. On one side, I get that. It might be distasteful. On the other side, we gotta have a little bit more of what you're saying is, hey man, I ain't fazed by that because he ain't threatening me, and it's just whatever his opinion is. Everybody got a fucking opinion. Now, do I agree with the joke? Probably not. I don't agree with the joke, especially with the lady whose husband died. But at the same time, those people in the room, they didn't care about it. They didn't give a fuck at all. We make an uproar, which you probably could be right, and I feel like we right. They're going to look at us like, hey, man, it's just a joke. You get what I'm saying? It's two sides to the coin, and I appreciate the conversation on it, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. It's two sides to the coin. And I stand on both sides. But I still feel like certain jokes, you gotta leave it alone, man. God bless the dead, one. And you know what I'm saying? A man commits suicide, leave that. I think the dead should be left alone. That's where I'm gonna go with that, though. You know what I'm saying? The dead should be left alone. But we can't at the same time be so, hostile. So I'm gonna take it as, I don't think Kevin Hart's gonna apologize for shit. I highly doubt it. Hold on, well, we got the poll at 83%. But still, the poll, 83% of the poll says, hey, man, the man crossed the line now. I think what it is, he crossed the line with the fact that if somebody passed away and we're talking about the dead, we probably shouldn't have, that's uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? What we say, Lady T? Hey, Lady T, salute to you. And shout out to everybody in Ontario this morning. All the conversations stick this morning, I know. It's thick. What we say? What we say? Some jokes are off limits, period. Strong opinions this morning, man. I like them all. You know what I'm saying? Because the dead is the dead, leave them alone. It shows who the person's making the comments about. Sometimes death and how you should proceed with them in the future. That's fact. Okay. It shows who the, yeah. Yeah, okay. It shows who the person making the comments about someone's death and how, facts. It kind of shows who the person is, how we move with this person in the future. You know what I'm saying? We are, listen, man. It was wrong, distasteful. If it's gonna be something, then we got to really stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really gotta stand on it. Like, if it meant that much, we really gotta. If it meant that much, we gotta really boycott the brother. I highly doubt brothers is really gonna boycott Kevin Hart, and that's where I'm gonna go with it this morning too. Like, Kevin, if it bothers us that much because it was distasteful, are we really gonna boycott him? The brother who said it, are they really gonna boycott him? Because they ain't gonna get no apology. The apology is not gonna happen. I can almost guarantee it. It's not gonna happen. You get what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. Phil James, I remember the last time, real quick, before you left out the chat, you said, man, you partied with DMX at Woodstock. Man, I wish I was there, goddammit. Y'all know, so let's get back into the proceedings, y'all. All right. Y'all see this brother got his hands on the lady's thigh. All right? Hold on, we say, okay, it's going good. I like this. Just like Eddie Griffin made jokes about Rodney King. Okay. When he did a comedy special in Def Comedy Jam. You remember that, Mike? Shit. Dun, dun, dun. He did. Yo, as a matter of fact, I just watched that the other day. Oh, wow. Now Phil James kind of, oh, wow. How do you, we can't have it both ways. We can't have it both ways. Because that shit was funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. And he was making fun, light of the situation that was funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Now, here's the thing though. If he was white, would it have been a problem? I think maybe that's the issue here, dog. Maybe it's not the fact that it's comedy. Cause but then again, Rodney King ain't dead. So, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Rodney King ain't dead. So, but we can't let so much words affect us. But if it is that, we got to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving right along. But y'all also appreciate that one, man. I almost forgot about that. I just watched that literally last week. All right, let's get into what happens from here.
No, remember that.
All right. Bring it back.
All right, let me take a break, bro.
I'm gonna go crazy.
All right, we'll be on that.
Hey, boy. Man, you shit, boy.
You know I'm gonna go crazy?
Yo, stay back
All right,
down.
I need the earpiece. No.
Give
Give me the earpiece.
You know I'm gonna go crazy.
Hey, let me call somebody else.
Hey, gang. Crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Yo, hold on a second. What? Where have I been in the world? God damn. Rodney King is dead. He died years ago, I believe. Shitting, man. All right. Okay. Well, maybe at the time when the Death Comedy Jam happened, maybe he was still alive, right? I don't know. Because I forgot Rodney King even passed away. God rest his soul. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, so you got to let me know. Because I remember the one that I watched, I believe it was a 90s special. I believe he would have still been alive at that time. But it goes to show that we can't have it both ways now. And I really feel we cannot have it both ways.
I'ma do you
here,
crazy.
Here, you want my phone?
I'ma do you
You can
crazy.
see chat.
Just check. Are you recording your phone charge? You couldn't?
No, it's 11.
Nah, that's cool.
Why I hear music right now?
No.
I played it earlier.
Hey, wait, chill, okay?
All right, you seen what he did. Oh, what we say? Okay, hold on. Oh, I must have missed the news too. I didn't know he passed away. I didn't, man. I didn't know. And yes, at the time he was alive. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure at the time he was alive. You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure at the time he was alive, right? But then in that sense, comedy was comedy, right? So as much as we know it's distasteful, we didn't like it because of circumstance. What happened to George Floyd? You can't have it both ways, but it's just more. It just hurts more because Kevin Hart was on one side of the fence when it happened. Was all at the funeral, like the partner said, Wall Street, and then all of a sudden, oh, we allowing this to happen. So it's just. Did you really think it over? This kind of situation. Did you really think about what was really gonna happen and what was happening behind the scenes before you brought it out? You get what I'm saying? So we've seen what looks like an assault. He tapped her on the behind. Now I want y'all to understand, the lady is half naked. In an environment where there's loose women involved. Okay? Now I'm gonna be real. In my club days, when we go downtown Carabana weekend, you know what I'm saying? In my play days, that's normal. You come outside looking like that, that's how a brother tries to get your attention. You know how much time you tap? They turn around, oh, you talking. They don't turn around and keep on walking. What we say? Hold on. Oh, this conversation's getting thick. Both the same. It is police brutality joke, yep. And I agree with Lady C. Some jokes are meant not to be said it out. Some things are best left alone. Right? I can agree with that. But then we enjoyed it when Eddie Griffin was like, goddamn, it was funny as hell. This brother said it. We ain't like it. This is where we can't have it both ways, man. And yeah, this is why when Phil said that, it made me think, oh shit, he's got a point. Because this is why comedians get away with all kind of shit. Because in their mind, words are just words. But I agree though, certain things should be left off limits. I'm not trying to cross that line. Certain things shouldn't be left off limits. I will say that. But if we feel, again, I'm going to go bring it back to my culture. We feel that strong about it. Are we going to do something about it? Are we going to really boycott Kevin Hart? Leads to be seen, though. You get what I'm saying? But I agree with y'all. I can't lie. And I agree with Phil. And I agree with everybody down the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? I knew Eddie Griffin was going to get backlash when he did it. Oh, see, I didn't even know he got backlash. I thought it was all fun and games. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the shit, thought it was funny as fuck. I didn't think twice about it. Now, let's take it back to the era of the 90s. A brother really, back in them times, bro, that could really be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So why let Kevin Hart get away with it and look what happened? Because Cat Williams was saying a little bit more real shit. Cat Williams was exposing people. That's what he was doing. He was out here exposing people. Kevin Hart, on the flip side, is this, for lack of better words now, is making jokes of his kind. Is it right? No. I see both sides of the coin. I see where you're going with the argument. I see exactly where you're going with the argument. I see exactly where you're going with that argument, brother. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tippy toe very correctly, very safely on this one here, bro. What I'm gonna say, you just can't talk about certain people of higher power. That's all I'm gonna say. Certain people that got power, you gotta leave them niggas alone. They shut down everything. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. All right? That's all I gotta say. Now I'm gonna move on. I gotta move on. All right? I gotta move on. No, facts. No, two wrongs do not, two wrongs do not make a right. We can't. I have to say it. Two wrongs will never, ever make a right. One person's wrong, you add on to the wrong, it ain't gonna make you right up. But this is the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Everybody's got their opinion, and that's why I love having these conversations. You know what I'm talking about? But now the conversation gets thicker now. I got to move on to the next segment. Man, we spent a lot of time on this segment. But I love the conversation, though. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, man. All right, so we see what happened, right? All right, okay. Now, I want y'all to watch very carefully. I'll be dissecting the situation here. Because I'm not looking all the way at Broner like Broner is 100% in the wrong. Though he is wrong.
It's cut?
He's single one out. I gotta sing.
No, chill. No, bro, chill. No, I'm telling you, chill. I ain't one. I'm telling you, bro.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
I apologize, cuz, bro. You come on, bro. What?
You tripping, cuz.
No, I ain't on her.
You just bro, but come on, gang. Chill.
But you like, so up. You don't need to know that.
Sit the fuck out. Come on.
Nah, he cuffing anything.
We gon'
you just, like, talk to him.
Let me know when y'all need me. You go right now?
Let me talk to you. Come here.
I'm on gangster time. Hey, though.
Go in the room. We gotta start the fuck.
You
Your ass up. Go in the fucking room.
girl just called me.
I know it is more.
Your girl just called me,
I ain't
man.
no girl. Go in the room, cuz. Get cut. He said he lit. He lit. Don't worry about cuz.
Don't piss me off.
He just love.
I didn't come all this way for nothing.
You like Kawhi Leonard, boy.
Why you ain't go up?
All right, you see the temperature of the room. Now y'all can't tell me any one of those women in there. Nobody's gonna take them seriously past Friday night, Saturday morning, get out. Maybe if you stay in the whole weekend, you're gonna be gone by the Sunday now. Where I'm going with this is, you put yourself in these scenarios as a woman. Then you came half naked as a woman. Brother was already touching up on you. You wasn't saying nothing. I'm painting the picture of the personality we're dealing with. Because in the end, when we see what happens in the end, this is where I say now, you gotta be careful as brothers. When we indulge and put ourselves in certain scenarios, when they turn around and want to call certain things and try to bring certain charges, this is how it happens. Second, what we say? You see how Mike F snapped on? Hey, yeah, I saw that. Mike F talked to him, gave him some real facts, some real game on how you know what I'm saying, his drinking addiction. At first, I don't think Adrien wanted to hear it, though. To be honest, I don't think Adrien wanted to hear it, but it's game that he needed to hear. Because none of these other people are going to give him that game and tell him the truth. You get what I'm saying? Now, I want y'all to watch this girl's reaction. What she says, I don't believe none of it at all. Because any person who respects themselves will not come outside like that. 1, 2, I'm telling you, I'm going to give y'all a story. One time I was downtown. All right? Downtown. Caravana weekend. This one lady, and I'm like 17. This lady must have been like 25, 26. She walking past a group of men. Her whole behind is out the door while she's walking down the street. Her whole behind. She might as well have been wearing underwear. When she walked past, everybody took a turn to grabbing. Then she starts crying. And I remember watching her like, what you crying for? You ain't notice. So the reason why you're crying is because you feel embarrassed. No, but if it was somebody you liked and they picked you up like that, you wouldn't care. I've been in them situations, personally. So I look at the woman like, oh no, if it meant that much to you, go put on some clothes. Don't get mad at the player partners for doing what player partners do when you put yourself in them scenarios looking like the scenario. That's all I got to say on that. But let's continue. And if I'm wrong, let me know y'all opinion, man. But I'm going to show you how it spins when she starts talking. To let me know, nah, lady, you a heifer.
Why I hear music right now?
Oh, no.
Hey, wait, chill, okay?
It's cut?
He's single one out. I gotta sing.
No, chill. No, bro, chill.
Okay, pay attention to what she says.
Y'all, that has never happened to me. Like, that's the first time, like, somebody's actually, like, slapped my ass or tried some shit on me. Like, I've never...
That's never happened to me. That's the first time somebody's actually slapped my behind. She's lying. I don't believe that. I don't believe it at all. No. And I'm going to tell you why I don't believe it. Watch how the segment ends up. And then you tell me if you believe anything coming out of her mouth. I think she's more embarrassed because it was on stream.
Like ever, that's crazy. Like, that's honestly so crazy. And I really hope he apologizes because I know he's drunk, but being drunk doesn't excuse your behavior. But that's just, like, all around weird. Like, I low-key wanted to cry in that moment. I'm not gonna lie. It's my first time too. Like, that's never happened to me ever.
Listen, that is the lies of lies if I ever heard one, bro. There's no way. And that's a lie. And then you're so calm, and I really want to cry. You don't look like you want to cry for nothing. That is my opinion. I could be wrong.
Did you order yet?
No, I'm just sitting here, but I just left real quick because, like, I didn't see the clip until just right now. But I don't know, it felt like just friend like.
Hey, Phil. He said this is her first time out. I mean, hey. Listen. It's definitely not her first time out, and it's definitely not the first time somebody has tapped you on your behind to get your attention. I don't believe it. You came outside wearing damn near underwear. Now, what do you think was gonna happen? And you're around a bunch of other loose women. I have to stress this. In a loose environment. Now listen to the conversation. Listen very carefully to what's being said after the fact. She just said she wanted to cry. She's what she said. I felt like I wanted to cry. Listen carefully now.
Smacked my ass, so I got uncomfortable. So
Wait, you on speaker? He ain't mean that. He was just trying to like, it was like your ass just happened to be there, and he meant to like tap, yeah. Yeah. I want a quarter pounder. Yeah, quarter pounder cheese. Milk.
She ain't got no friend.
Now she's gonna order the nigga McDonald's? Then listen to, hold on. I thought it meant that much to you. Huh? Now we're talking about making an order for McDonald's, a quarter pounder with cheese. It gets worse.
No. And do.
No, real talk.
No, she can't hear you right now. She can. No, he can.
Oh.
You got a friend for me?
I was gonna say something to him.
No, you can say it.
You said.
AD, you not gonna like apologize for accidentally smacking my butt?
I apologize for accidentally smacking your butt.
Okay, thank you. I hope you say that on live too, cause
It is on live, baby. You good?
Okay, yeah, cause.
He meant to get your attention, and that ass was there.
You got a friend with me?
I know you was trying to get my attention, but I don't know. It felt like you was trying to smack my butt. Like I didn't see you were trying to get my attention.
I was just trying to get your attention. What I'm saying, you got a friend with you?
No.
Go get a friend for me.
Get a friend. You got a friend, right?
Damn, McDonald's just take fucking cash, not card.
No,
you got cash on you or no?
No,
you seen you the money.
All right, come back. I got a driver. We gonna go. All right,
Hey,
see you. Let me know
get
you're
a
here.
friend for me.
Security gonna come get you outside when you're here.
Get a friend for me though.
All right, she heard you, nigga. You heard me?
All right, bye.
All right.
Get a friend for me.
Would you put Drake at your?
All right. After all that, she still was gonna go to McDonald's and place the order. She's like, oh, I didn't know you were trying to get my attention. Listen, bro, that's not the first time. When you in them environments and you dress like that, a man wants to get your attention, that's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do. Now, he didn't hey, man, I'm not saying it's right. But look how quick she was to go back. This is the problem that I have. You know, and I'm like, no. We got to look at the women sometimes like, yo, hold on, bro. Wait a second now. It's not just the players. You got to be held to some kind of level of standard as a woman. The hell are we talking about? You came outside your house dressed like that? All right, man. Then whatever comes with it, come with it. This is my opinion. Don't put yourself in certain scenarios and don't expect certain things to happen. Now, AB done lost his mind, though. He been drinking a little too much, though. I ain't gonna lie. He got problems. You know what I'm saying? What we say, Lady T? They look disgusting. Look at home rubbing his pregnant belly. Yeah, AB done, yeah, he let himself go. AB is not the same. He's got, you know what I'm saying? He's got a little gut. I don't think he cares, though. But he's got to be very careful, though. The point I'm trying to make here is you got to be very careful, man, because she could have easily spun that around like it was and try to make a case out of it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the next girl is definitely not going to have it. You don't know who's who and what's what. Not everybody's the same. But don't put yourself in scenarios with rich, entitled, degenerate, no respect men who look at women as objects, because the whole time they're calling these girls the B word in front of their faces, right? No respect. But then expect to get respect. But then you're dressing like a streetwalker and then want to get respect in a situation where there's no respect that's going to be given. That's all I'm saying. Ricky Rose Ross. Oh my God. He got some shit to say about Drake's album. I don't know whose side to pick here because I at the same time, I didn't listen to Drake's album. I heard a lot of negative things about it. And my things are timing. Don't be dissing people. My personal opinion, right? But Rose was a police officer. So what right do you have to say anything? Let's go, man.
Level.
No.
You're not putting Drake at your level.
No, see, you might be, I could see it in your eyes, you might be confused with the numbers and all of the fake numbers, flood the marketplace, 50-something. That shit ain't nothing. Remember what I told you, the streets are the streets. If Drake was what he thought, what you think he was or what he thought he was, he would have been able to clear all this shit up, address it, and been moved on. He's still suing the label. That's like him. He might sue you for speaking of him on this situation. He might sue you. He might send you a cease and desist.
That would be a compliment.
It's a nice alley-oop.
That's a nice alley-oop.
Let him
But
know.
if it does, I'll definitely text you and I'll say we got to share the legal fees together.
Shit, no.
Because we would share legal fees together. We get the same lawyers.
No, we won't, man. He might sue you. He sued Lucian Grange.
What a Lucian.
Okay, Jalo, so hold on. Wait a second. Let's have this conversation. And you said Drake is trash. Albeit, fine. Okay, cool. But who is Ricky Ross bigger than Drake? That's the question I got to ask the chat, man. Can the correctional officer really be bigger than Drake? I don't know, man. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that.
I'm not sure.
Lucian is a heavyweight, though. Lucian is.
I know, but
he's got a little bit dark side to him.
When you diss certain people and they can't deal with it emotionally, they're embarrassed, they're humiliated. That's when they sue all of these people.
Did you listen to ICEMAN, the new?
I listened to some of it. My engineer it was horrendous.
What do you give it? 0 to 10?
Oh man, it was. I mean, Pitchfork gave it. I said it was mid. Mid meant 5. Pitchfork gave it a 4 point something. I don't know, but it was like, no one's my friend. You left me alone. Oh my, it's that type of shit. Got to be a boss out here, man.
So nothing that would be in your new playlist that you were showing.
Was it anything in my recent playlist?
I didn't hear all of them. I don't know if you got a, But have you personally listened to every single one of the tracks in the new album?
No, I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
No.
By which one did you stop? 5?
I'm not
did
sure.
you make it to 5 or 6?
I'm not sure. You got to realize when it was going, it's music people that's on my team I allow them to be you could be a Drake fan if you like his music. I'm not going to tell you, no, don't put, we're not on that type of shit. Listen to it if you want to listen to it. And I had people that listen.
Yo, you call the man fat sauce? Oh shit, yo nigga, is that serious? All right, let me stop that for 1 second and we go right back to what the man's saying, right? Rick Ross ain't even 5 miles from from here. I grew up in Miami. Shout out to everybody in MIA, though. You know what I'm saying? 305. We're talking about already. We all say and feel he's soft as tissue. Fat sauce ain't on that. He fake just like Drake. Then I guess they're both on the same level. You know what I'm saying? I mean, according to the chat, now I guess they're both on the same level. I don't like Drake when he talks that tough guy shit because you didn't come in on that tough guy shit. And then yo, Ricky Rose, you stole the whole man's character. Oh, not even character. You stole the whole man's identity. You get what I'm saying? Fuck the character. You stole his identity.
To it. By the 5th song they came out, they was like, damn, this shit whack. And they went back in, listened to it. I'm like, it's not nothing that's dope. You don't hear nothing like Jay-Z and Alicia Keys in New York. I say you don't hear none of that. This is a motherfucker who always bringing up Michael Jackson. What a Billie Jean at? What a Thriller. And my homies actually sat there and they lost an hour of their life for this shit.
Listen to it.
Yeah.
Are they recovering?
Yeah, trauma.
It's tough.
It is.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Now, by the way,
when you've been waiting after you seen people put ice blocks in the middle of places and promoted and marketed and the world knew what day it was coming out and the shit came out and really, folded.
How is it performing on the charts, Rob?
Who?
I'm not tracking how ICEMAN
I'm not sure.
Performing on the charts.
Rose don't.
Yeah, well, let's see. ICEMAN recorded 140.2 million first-day Spotify streams, officially making the biggest album debut in 2026 so far. The figure has placed immediately.
140 million first-day streams. I'm tired of this streaming shit. Anybody can stream a record, man. Back in our day, you had to go buy the record. Streaming ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's why they got bots now. Back in our time, you had to go buy the fucking album. That let me know if your album is popping. Nigga talking about, I hate this shit. I hate the fact that we're in a streaming era. I can go get 1,000 phones, load them on Spotify, run this shit all goddamn day long. But then, by the second day, half of those fucking streams was gone. The bots, man, they were gone. They were gone. I always say, I know some homeboys that did time in prison where he was a CEO and he went by the books. He fake. Bro, you can't be a big time boss, rap, tycoon talking about you sold all kind of narcotics like you El Chapo. But you was a security guard. You was a CEO. You was correctional officer. You know what I'm saying? Making sure the homies in jail was, you know what I mean? Overseeing the people in jail. You policeman. You know what I'm saying?
On competitors and set a new benchmark for opening Drake's Janice Shut the Fuck Up has reached #1 on Apple Music. So that shows it's doing okay. That's showing it's doing pretty good.
I don't know what you're reading, but do me a favor and pull up Spotify. Let's go to the real streaming. Pull up Drake's Spotify. That didn't even have a logo, what you was just reading. So you might be an ICEMAN fan.
I'm not listening to it, just so you know. Okay, so how do you go to see where it's ranking?
I'm not sure. I'm talking about the articles. That look like the stream. I don't know.
So, Rob, why don't you type in Drake, ICEMAN, then go to news, reviews.
You like Drake. You like Drake. You've been talking about him 20
Just so you know, I will tell you, this is the fun fact about me. I stopped, my hip-hop stopped in early 2000.
This not hip-hop.
His not hip-hop.
No, this not hip-hop. I like how he used the Michael Jackson glove right around the time the Michael Jackson movie came out. You ride that wave. He know how to ride a wave, but it ain't working.
He does not succeed. Pitchfork gives ICEMAN a 4.8 out of 10. Okay, that's not good. Fans react. That's Pitchfork gives Drake. How important is Pitchfork, by the way, when they score you?
I don't get into scores. My music I've always made was in the streets.
You quoted them, though. You said you gave it a mid, but Pitchfork gave it a 4.8.
Facts.
So then that means Pitchfork has got credibility in the market.
No, I just told you what was online.
Okay.
I said mid, which was higher. 5.
So you were being nicer than Pitchfork.
Oh, consider it.
Okay. So let me ask you, to you, what is the last hit? Like you said, we haven't had a Michael Jackson. We haven't had a New York with Jay-Z and
no, we haven't had it for when we talking about big records. You got to understand when you're comparing yourself to Michael Jackson, when you're comparing yourself, deliver it.
He compares himself to Michael Jackson.
And when you listen to people and play me the best 5 songs you heard, this or that, and you hear it, blah 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 blah.
Does it show ranking on Spotify? I'm actually curious now to see where it ranks on Spotify, how it's done. Oh, they scored it by 54 out of 10. Clash, 54. So based on weighted average score, 50 out of 100 from 7 critic scores, doesn't look like a good score to me.
Yo, before we move on with the next segment, because it's going to get tight, Floyd Mayweather. Oh, what we said, man, Detroit, check Rick Ross. What we say, he had to pay $350,000, and also Chicago. We say Chicago checked him, and he had to pay $360,000. You ain't no balls. Hey, yo, man. You can't say you're a boss when you took somebody's whole identity. Allegedly, you're out here checking in, which I heard about them checking in allegations. But you can't say you're a boss and you was a CEO. I don't see that part of the game. Now, in the industry, pound for pound, record for record, I think Drake might have a bigger catalog. You know what I'm saying? Yo, J Boogie Boog, my partner player. Salute to you this morning, man. Shout out to everybody in New York City, man. Nothing but love. Y'all got the time. Take time. Follow my man J Boogie Boogs on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's hilarious with the videos, man. I'll be laughing, man. Comical, 1,000%, man. What we say? And don't forget what happened. Oh shit, yo, you know what? Hold on. Wait a second, yo. When he was in Vancouver, yeah, he got touched. I almost forgot about that. He got punched in the mouth. Yes, he did. Them Vancouver bikers, them Hells Angels got the best of him. And he didn't want no smoke. He didn't want no smoke. Before I move on with the segment, I'm gonna say this though. He kind of sounds like a hater. I don't like this era of streaming because you can stream whatever fucking number. You could pay to be on top. You could pay botting. Streaming is taking the elements of when we grew up, hey, we had to go to the record store and buy records. That we had to do that though. And if you're feeling hot, you can try to find a way to steal the record if you want to. But if it's really your artist that you fuck with, we bought the records. So we knew if a nigga went platinum, he went platinum because we all had to buy the records. The streaming shit, I think, has ruined the game. I don't want to hear a nigga have 100 million streams. Fuck a stream, nigga. I don't want to hear about that shit. How much does your album sell? Hard copies. But then they don't have hard copies no more. We need to go back to the hard copies, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We need to go back to the hard copies, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get on with the segment, y'all. Yo, Floyd Mayweather, man. This is where money and influence can really do a number on you, man. Now, allegedly he's going broke. A lot of lawsuits is going on, but now a young lady just got him in court for a baby that he was trying to hide.
Why you traveling so late today?
One thing about me, I ain't gotta do nothing for the rest of my life. One thing about me, I ain't gotta do nothing for the rest of my life. I can sit at home, right? I can sit at home, right? Come every week. Every week.
Hey man, if you had that kind of money, there's no way you're supposed to owe $7.3 million in any taxes. Period. Like, why are you evading the tax guy? See, us regular folks, maybe. But even if we know not to evade the tax guy for too long, you're going to have yourself a bill. But you supposed to be Floyd Money Mayweather. You can't be having tax issues now.
Usually got more than you. Like this.
It's light days. It's light days. It's okay. I got an extra break though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bad for an old man.
You know.
I'm 50 years old.
Hey, 50 years old, goddamn. Come on now.
Yo, nah, Floyd Mayweather might actually be going through it right now because while everybody online keeps calling him Money Mayweather, this man is now dealing with $1 million child support situation, IRS problems, and a massive $175 million lawsuit at the same time. Now, according to court documents, Floyd was officially declared the father of a 4-year-old girl connected to a woman named Paige Moorhead, who reportedly used to work at Floyd's Las Vegas club. And the judge reportedly ordered Floyd to pay around $33,000 per month in child support, plus nearly $1 million in back support. Now, this is where the situation gets messier. Because according to the reports, Paige claims that she was in a long-term relationship with Floyd for years, and says the relationship allegedly ended after she became pregnant back in 2021. She also reported
Yo, bro, what is these? These niggas really love loose women. God damn. Let me tell you something, bro. I don't feel sorry for a nigga. I don't. Let me tell you. If you in the pipelines with the girl, you was enjoying the moment. Yeah, she's loose now. She work at the club. The moment she pop up with a belly, oh, nah, I ain't want nothing to do with you. That shows your character. That shows your character. I don't respect players like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? In one breath, it was cool to be, you know what I mean, have her in the bed. It was cool. It was fun. Soon as she comes up with your baby, now it's like, nah. Then you should have made better decisions, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather wasted $1 billion in less than 15 years. That's bad. Yo, fam. Any of us on the chat right now, man, listen, bro. If a nigga gave any of us even a quarter of that, a fraction, 10 million, nigga, I'll last me the rest of my whole life. The fuck we on? $10 million will last me forever. I'll be smart with the money. I've been broke my whole life. Well, $10 million is life-changing money. But $1 billion? Yo, nigga. What we saying? Damn, imagine paying that much money. Yo, you think he really got that money problems, or it's just the internet talking shit? Yo, but you know what though? I mean, let's be real, bro. I'm glad you said that, bro. Because, bro, when I see Floyd don't look like he give a fuck. Floyd still look like he's doing good. I haven't heard Floyd sell his jet. You know what I'm saying? Like, until I hear the nigga selling his jet, and then, you know what I mean? And then you're consolidating some of the watches. Man. But the jewelers are coming out saying he owes money. I mean, we don't got his taxes, but I mean, allegedly there's taxes. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, $30-something thousand a month in goddamn child support is a lot of money. But could it be the internet's talking shit? It's a very good question. Because the man does not look to me like he's struggling, like he cares, like it's bothering him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like to me. But goddamn, that's a lot of money, man. What does a 4-year-old child need $33,000 a month for? Why? This is where the system is a little different, man. That's corruption. That's extortion. I don't care how much money I got. One 4-year-old does not need $33,000 a month unless you telling me I'm taking care of the mama too. And I'm taking care of all the bills. That's alimony type shit. We was never married now. You know what I'm saying?
Claims Floyd pressured her to get an abortion before eventually cutting ties. Now, obviously, those are allegations reported in legal documents, but online, people instantly started reacting to the money side of the situation. And of course, 50 Cent wasted absolutely no time trolling Floyd. 50 reposted a child support story and sarcastically said, "Congratulations, champ," before joking about the baby situation online. And honestly, that alone already had social media going crazy. But then another story started blowing up at the exact same time because Floyd.
What we say? They've been talking him being broke for years. Facts. Yeah, and I still see him living that lifestyle. Let's be honest here, man. From a couple years ago when the jewelers came out and said he owed money, when this was going on and that was going on, I still kept seeing this nigga living his life. Now, the only thing I'm going to say, though, is when he said he's going back to the ring to fight, it made me think, okay, wait. Why are we coming out of retirement to fight? But then again, if I'm coming out of retirement to do exhibition fights, to make a whole bunch of money for a fake fight, I might do it too. That's easy money. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm broke. That means I'm smart with my business. I mean, that's easy money. You know what I'm saying? What was it, y'all also? I never heard about this Mayweather before until just last year. So it's possible he's going through this. You never know. You never know. I'm just seeing both sides of the coin straight up and down like 6 o'clock. Ain't 6 to 1, ain't 5:59. He could be going through something. He could be going through something and just knows how to still live the lifestyle without us seeing what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? It could definitely be true, especially if everyone close to him is saying the same thing. People is coming out, his folks is coming out, people around the circle is saying these things. It could very well be true. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not. I never want to see a nigga had $1 billion or damn near close to it. I think if damn near close. You to blow all that money. Is that even put up? But hold on a second, y'all. Let's cut the bullshit. Is it even humanly possible to fuck up $1 billion? Like, is it humanly possible? Yo, nigga, you got $1 billion. Even if you spent $300 million in 10 years, you still got $700 million. Yo, bro, even if you spend $10 million a year, you can't spend all that money. So I'm like, yo, man, I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to fuck up.
Also just filed a gigantic $175 million lawsuit against a former associate. According to ESPN, Mayweather claimed that the former associate made investments without his approval, including a fake $7.5 million investment, a $15 million real estate deal, and paperwork Floyd claims tricked him into signing away ownership connected to his private jet.
You got to right now because the money gone. Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
So now the internet looking at all of these stories together like, wait, is Floyd losing money behind the scenes? Even Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco started
Phil James, that's a good question you made there. What is his payroll cost per week? Can you only imagine? Yo, hold on a second. Let's break down the numbers. Let's look at this from a bigger perspective here, bro. You know how much people that guy have to pay every single week? Yo, you gotta pay the flight. When you're catching flights, you gotta pay the pilot and the co-pilot. You gotta pay the flight attendants. You gotta pay all the people in your house who take care of your home. You gotta pay your security. You gotta pay the child support. You know how much all the insurance for all the cars. Yo, that's a lot of money, man. Well, until we know how much he's losing per week in cost of payroll, god damn, that's a lot of money, man. And that's money that you're not getting back. It's not investment money. Then he's saying he's getting robbed of his money. Showtime robbed him. Another guy robbed him. Man, that could be the recipe of how you blow $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? That could be the recipe of how a brother blows $1 billion. What we say? I believe Manny Pacquiao brought Mayweather back to the boxing gym in Las Vegas. What? So it can be true. Hey, I really hope that he's not that broke, bro. Maybe you're going through something, but all of it, like how Mike Tyson did. You gotta have guys scamming you, bro. Like the scamming has to be out of this world. You know what I'm saying? That's what they saying. He ain't broke. No fucking way. That's what I'm saying. He ain't broke. No fucking way. I mean, $1 billion, bro. It's a lot of fucking money, man. And if your payroll, let's suppose your payroll is $1 billion a week. Oh my God, yo, $1 billion a week. Hold on, how much weeks is there in the goddamn? Hold on a second. Let me just do some quick math here, man. If you spending $1 billion a week on payroll, times that by 4 weeks, that's $4 million a month. You times that by 12. That's $48 million in a year off of just payroll. Man, you can fuck up $1 billion at that pace, man. That's like $50 million every fucking year before even taxes are involved. Before your own spending is involved. Man, you can fuck up $1 billion. Yeah. If you put it like that, if he's spending like that, yo, maybe, yo, you can find yourself, and then you're getting robbed of hundreds of millions of dollars, $300 million over there. Maybe it's not broke, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not what he's used to. You know what I'm saying?
Discussing whether Floyd may have created a lifestyle that's too expensive to maintain long term.
Ocho, with the lavish lifestyle that Floyd has built over the years, the jet, the entourage, non-stop spending, has he created a lifestyle that when he was making $200, $400 million a year, he was able to enjoy? Has he created something that he can no longer keep up with?
Yeah, I think so, because if you think about Floyd, obviously.
Because let's be honest, Floyd built his entire image around flexing wealth, private jets.
Not bad for a high school dropout.
$1 million watches.
My most expensive watch that I currently own is $18 million. One watch. I have some of my watches.
Vegas lifestyle, gambling, cars.
We got options. I got about 100 cars. But right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo.
Jewelry. So once people hear IRS issues, lawsuits, and child support payments, the internet immediately starts connecting the dots. And honestly, this might be the first time in a long time people are looking at Floyd Mayweather less like an untouchable billionaire and more like somebody fighting problems behind the scenes. Now, social media is split right now. Some people saying $33K a month is nothing for Floyd. Others saying too many lawsuits popping up around his name lately. But one thing's for sure, between the baby situation, 50 Cent trolling, the IRS headlines, and this $175 million lawsuit, Floyd Mayweather is trending for reasons he probably does not want right now.
All right, we're going to bring back in Alex.
Hold on. Later we say, no, that's some good money, but I would never find myself fucking up that kind of money like that. Just like that. Yo, listen, bro, you got that kind of money. At that point, you're throwing away money for no reason, bro. If you're off of payroll expenses, off of lifestyle expenses alone, what you guys spend? What we say, come on, 18 M's for a damn watch. Yo, bro, $18 billion. I mean, I'll go to the swap meet and buy a fake joint, man. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'll go to the mall and get me a fake joint, bro. If I spend $18 million, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? No way someone who owns $18 million watch cannot be broke. I just can't see it. Bro, like, when they say broke, to what extent are we talking broke? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't be broke like, I don't know, I don't got $1,000 in my pocket. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got 30 grand in my bank account. No, I don't think he's broke like that now. Maybe he went from $1 billion, okay, now he got 200 million and he calls himself broke, and they say he broke. Maybe. But I can't see a man that kind of money. A watch $18 million, $1 million, you could just sell the watch. Don't, like, those watches are investments. The watches, they increase in value. So he's buying them as a collection of investment. But when you lose, he said, look what happened to Tyson. Yeah, okay. And I was about to go to this point, though. I'm about to get to that point. For this to happen, you got to have people really scamming you out of your money. You got to be losing money in places that nail nigga. It's like, yo, bro, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, 300 million here, 200 million there. That's $500 million. And before you realize, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, yo, Tyson had got by Don King though. Jalo, you know what I'm saying? Tyson had got by Don King though, man, bad. We got a couple more segments to get into, the last 7 minutes of the show. Appreciate everybody watching, you know what I'm talking about? If you're tuning in right now, you're 100% a real one. Smash up the like button for a player partner. It don't cost you nothing, and I send you absolutely nothing but love. All right, yo, I don't know, man. The White House has been shot up again. Unfortunately, it was a brother this time. And I don't have the brother's name because I just found out this morning when I already did the live. I put this together last night. But I put it together.
Kogan live outside the White House for the latest information.
They're going to go to you.
Hi, Tommy. So we just got some new information from the White House, according to the press office. They said shortly after 6 p.m., an individual approached the Secret Service checkpoint outside the White House. This is at 17th and Pennsylvania Avenue, so just one block behind me. You can still see that there's a large police presence here. This involves the FBI, Secret Service, and, of course, D.C. police. So the White House telling us that there was a preliminary investigation at this point that indicates that an individual approached. He removed a weapon from his bag and he began firing at police officers. Secret Service police officers then returned fire, striking that suspect, who was later transported to an area hospital where he later died. During the shooting, a bystander was also struck by gunfire. So the White House press team at this point telling us that it's really unclear if the bystander was struck by the suspect's initial gunfire or during the subsequent exchange of gunfire. So some big breaking.
But before I let it continue real quick, man, what I want to say is this, man. Either this, or then the brother's dead, right? So the brother's dead. Yo, they must really not like Donald Trump, bro. Like, yo, they must really not like Donald Trump. Or nigga, this is all staged. I can't. Somebody really lost their life, so I don't think this is staged. Trump got to be careful, man, because it's just like every other day somebody trying to pick him off, man. Now, I'm not in America, but y'all got to tell me, man. Would we have been better off with Kamala Harris as president? That's what I want to know. Y'all got to let me know. Would the United States of America today been a better nation if Kamala Harris was president? That's what I want to know, man, because people ain't happy with Trump.
News there from the White House. And one thing that we're learning from the White House, there were no injuries to members of the Secret Service, any of the personnel there. The president, again, was at the White House. We were continuing to follow all of the latest developments in a lot of these high stakes meetings that he held today with members, the leaders of many of the countries in the Middle East, as the White House continues to try to push forward this new deal with Iran. In more detail details of that will come out tomorrow. So all of this happening about an hour after we were told we wouldn't hear from the president again. We wouldn't hear anything from the White House. So the press team just releasing that statement. So that gives us a little bit more insight into exactly how all of this played out. Again, a large police perimeter around here, even though we have been told that the lockdown was lifted, all of these streets continue to remain to be blocked. The only people that I've been seeing coming and going are people in businesses, people in hotels. Again, this is a heavily trafficked area. So we have been seeing some people coming and going if they were already on this block. We know that some journalists were still at the White House when all of this took place. They have been told that they can leave through one of the exits. Where we're standing, however, again, no one's getting through where we are. We have been seeing some of these members of the Secret Service come and go, but not letting anyone pass this location here. So again, the breaking news there that the White House says that that suspect who did open fire has died.
Breaking news, a Minnesota judge has...
All right. They will always say they want Trump out bad. I've never seen this type of situation from any president in recent times. Where, it's every other day it's some kind of shooting or some kind of, something going on, some kind of assassination attempt. Bro, at this rate, Trump might have to step up the Secret Service a little bit more, man. They killed a suspect and someone else was injured. Yeah, fam. So now this cannot be a fake scenario. The man is not alive. I never seen any president go through having this much ridicule and this much dislike by the people. You get what I'm saying? This is unusual circumstances. I don't do politics. I can't say nay or hey, you know what I'm saying? But I am gonna say, bro, you must not be doing something right if people want to pick you off that bad. You know what I'm saying? And then my whole thing is the war in Iran, bro, was supposed to be over in a week. He said 2 weeks. Them Iranians is not playing no games. It's all up for grabs. They ain't going down without a battle. Should have left them folks alone, man. Leave them folks alone, man. One last thing before I got a debate of modern relationships. Man, I want y'all to hear what these girls got to say, man. And then we'll have this conversation, bro. But this lady right here, oh my God. Defrauded Minnesota, Minneapolis of a lot of money. It's not us. I'm not picking sides in no argument. But when we're talking about the criminals, it's usually the corporate criminals you gotta worry about. Not the ones on the streets, the ones in the corporate world.
Has just sentenced the mastermind behind the Feeding Our Future fraud scheme, Amy Bach. She just got more than 41 years in prison. The prosecution is asking for a 50-year sentence and her defense about 3 years. So that's somewhere in the middle that they got that, but closer to what obviously the prosecution wanted. The scheme involved the theft of nearly $250 million in COVID funding. That money was meant to feed hungry children. State leaders claim they were unaware of the fraud. Here's what Amy Bach told our Alexis McAdams from jail back in January.
I honestly believe Keith Ellison and Governor Walz need to be held accountable. There needs to be an investigation done. If they weren't aware, that's concerning.
So if she's going to prison, is there anybody we know the names of who should as well, is the question now. Senior correspondent Mike Tobin. Anything that maybe Keith Ellison, the AG, is saying these days, Mike?
She's the fallback girl. That nobody else is going to go to prison. She's the fallback girl. She's the one that, hey, man, you can take her. There's a whole bunch of other players in the background who definitely had their piece of the pie. 1,000%. She could not have been, she herself could not have been the mastermind behind $200+ million going missing. No, there was other people helping, but them people are probably too high in power to be touched. So you're going to be the fallback. Yeah.
Well, what we know right now is just from the sentencing. 41 and a half years in prison for the woman at the center of this massive Feeding Our Future scandal. Amy Bach is also on the hook for $243 million scam from taxpayers. She's supposed to somehow pay that back now. That came down just a short time ago in a Minneapolis federal courtroom. Bach was convicted in March 2025 on charges of wire fraud, bribery, money laundering, and conspiracy. Prosecutors say she was the kingpin in this massive fraud that promised to feed poor kids during the pandemic and instead billed taxpayers for phantom meals. Bach sobbed in the courtroom and said, "I understand I failed the public, my family, and everyone." Now, in a pre-sentencing filing, U.S. Attorney Daniel Rosen wrote, "The brazen and staggering nature of her crimes," meaning Bach, "has shaken Minnesota to its core, leaving lasting damage and eroding public trust." Bach has stated that she trusted the people working with the program and was clueless to the fraud. Her defense argued pre-sentencing that many of the actors were entities outside of Ms. Bach's control. Meantime, the Assistant U.S. Attorney for Fraud Enforcement, along with HHS Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. and the U.S. Attorney for Minnesota, are all going to appear in Minneapolis in just a short time. So far, there aren't many details we can release related to the announcement. The Department of Justice just says the announcement is related to the fraud and it will make a significant step in law enforcement.
Why is it?
Then she ain't gonna pay back that money. Let's cut the bullshit, man. She gonna spend 41 years in prison. Ain't gonna pay back that money. It's the people that are in these positions of power, corporate individuals that know how to run these scams, taking away money from like innocent children. That's money that should have been going back to children in the communities, going back into different programming, fundraisers and funding for different programs, but now we can't do that because y'all greedy individuals. 50 Cent said the realest thing, man. It's not the streets that you got to worry about. It's the ones in the corporate world wearing the suits and ties you got to worry about. I agree with that 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way she could have orchestrated this all alone by herself. I don't see that. I truthfully believe that she had help. The people that was above her are not gonna sit there and come to her aid. They're gonna throw her with the wolves. So she was the one that gets the pap seat. You know what I'm saying? She got left holding the bag. Now we got a conversation here, man. All right, I want y'all to hear what this lady got to say. Because we're talking about interracial relationships. This lady's take has got me thinking. But I don't agree with her take. Let's go.
When it comes to biracial couples, that when I see a black woman with a white man, it's a bad bitch. Like, this girl is bad. There's not a black man that would pass on her. But when it's a white girl and a black guy, 80% of the time, that black dude be dusty as hell. Any black woman would pass on him for real. It's like, you know, you...
All right. First and foremost, that's my problem with the culture. The white guy's with a black girl, she's a bad bitch. No black guy will pass her up. That's not true. No. See, because you use the word bad bitch. Why is that okay? So now you're resorting them to what she looks like. We're resorting to relationship to what they look like. Then if a white lady's with a black guy, he's dusted. No, maybe. It's called love. It's called relationship. It's called I'm with you for you. What this slow lady right here, just explained to me is a white person with a black lady, not for who she is, but for what she looks like. And that's going to be the problem with our basis of our relationships. If you in a relationship just for how about somebody looks like, it ain't gonna last too long. I mean, yeah, you want to be attracted to the person, of course. But there's got to be a basis, a friendship, a connection. Y'all got to respect each other. It's got to be, listen, man, I don't care how bad you look. I don't care what you think your poo-tang is rated. Poo-tang don't keep relationships. I'm throwing it out there.
You safe, sister. We wasn't looking for him anyway. I feel like white men genuinely, when they like black women, they genuinely like black women. They don't care how dark you are. They don't care about your afro, how curly your hair is. They don't care. But when it comes to the white girls, I don't know. I feel like not all of them, it's not all of them, but a lot of them relationships, they be together because they want mixed kids, or the black man is with that girl for convenience and because he knows he can get away with a lot more shit 90% of the time. The white girls are the seasoned. Y'all not in this conversation, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
Do you think black women would...
At some point, as a culture, we got to understand. Ladies, stop referring to each other as baddies and bad bitch. Because if that's the case, you can't get mad when you're in a room and this is how the men perceive you. If this is what makes you a trophy, that you're a bad bitch, that's your pride, that's what you wear on your shoulders when you come outside, then you're just a trophy. You're just what you look like. You're not being respected for what's in your brain, what's in your mind, for what you bring to the table. It's looks. Now, disrespecting the brother who's with the white lady, no black woman wants him anyway. Because, let's be honest, if y'all that superficial, then you don't deserve a brother like that anyway. The brother could be coming from work, could be a hard-working man, working 9 to 5, could be doing construction, whatever the case might be. That white lady is with him because she's with him, not for what he looks like, for how he makes her feel, for how the relationship is. I think these black sisters got it confused, man. But now I'm going to step into what these other girls got to say, because these girls right here got me thinking like, yo, bro. You see, if a nigga has an education and he's making money, he will still be with a girl who works at McDonald's. Because it's about the girl, it's about the respect, it's about how she treats him. If a girl has an education from Yale, oh, now she ain't gonna fuck with a nigga who's a construction worker. I need somebody who has the same level of education as I am. So now it's not about love. It's not about respect. It's not about how the person makes you feel. It's all about superficial shit.
Degrees and professional careers are expected to settle more than their non-black counterparts.
I think it's harder for black women because a lot of black women want to marry a black man. And then you have to deal with the fact that we're outpacing them as far as education. You add in the factor of how many black men want to date outside their race. You add in the factor of how many black men are simply incarcerated.
The children play a factor too, the ones that have children.
Yeah, and then
What does it matter if a man has a child? Do you know how much sisters have children and men still are with them? That's the problem. I got on. Yeah, maybe the incarceration part. Maybe the fact that they want to date other races. Maybe the fact that they're dibble dabblers. Cool, you got all three of those things against you. But if a man has a child, I don't see that as a reason to say, oh, I'm not rocking with him. Men don't behave like that. See, these kind of women is arrogant. They're going to be by themselves their whole life. Yeah. And proclaim I'm a baddie. And proclaim I'm this. You're going to be 45, turning 50 with no man.
You can't even add in the superficial factors of like wanting somebody who's handsome and over 6 feet.
Right.
It's like, well, if that's what you want, the expectation is you're going to have to give somewhere. But I think that's what's hard. Dating as a black woman is finding your equal in a black man in all areas.
Let me tell y'all, man. What the fuck? A nigga gotta be 6 feet, all this other bullshit. If you're not in a relationship for generally how you guys feel about each other, then you work together. Maybe you got the education. Maybe he's a hard-working brother. You work together. You meet in the middle. I don't call that settling. Now, if you call that settling, y'all standards don't make no fucking sense. And that's why a lot of sisters, I'm going to be honest with you, you might see a lot of good-looking sisters that will never, ever, ever have a man. Like, I mean about married. I mean like a real relationship. You gonna get knocked down. Oh yeah. That's not gonna getting knocked down ain't gonna be the hard part. not gonna be the hard part. It's keeping a brother, keeping a relationship, having a family and keeping it, starting a marriage and keeping it. Women like that, nah, cause your ideologies don't make no sense. Your ideologies don't make no sense. If a brother had a child, so now he's off limits. There's a lot of good men who take care of their children, who take care of their responsibilities, even though the relationship didn't work out. There's a lot of good women out there who are single moms, whose relationship didn't work out. If all the men looked at, remember, there's more women than men out here. So if all the niggas had that mentality, do you know how much women would never, ever be with nobody? That's all I'm saying. That's where I'm going with it. Y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel. But I think we got to stop looking at relationship from a perspective of what you can and what you can't do for me. And how about we build together? The days of building are gone. Everybody wants what you bring to the table. Well, lady, you better be bringing more than just poo-tang. That's all I'm saying. And that brings us to the end of the show today, man. We had a serious conversation, went way past what I usually do. And this time of the day, this segment, I got to show love to everybody that popped up, man, because we had a serious conversation today, man. Shout out to Jaloso Nation, my player partner, my partner player on a Monday morning. Who else popped up in the chat today? Phil James, salute to you, and shout out to you, man. Appreciate the super chat, man. God bless your soul wherever you are in the world. I send you nothing but love, blessings, and prayer. Hope your family's good, your health is straight, and your finances even better, my man. Who else we got here? Yo, Wall Street Willie. Nothing but love for that, you know, for your comment there. You got a good point. Kevin Hart being a sellout, you know what I'm talking about? Who else we got? Lady T. Salute to you and shout out to everybody in Ontario. J Boogie Buzz, my partner player, and shout out to everybody in NYC. We're going to be back at it again tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Roll call. Great discussion today. And as always, play on, player. Play on.